Thank you for listening to With Love and Chills. If you like scary stories and cautionary tales, please like and subscribe for more. I thought my night shift was boring until the old man warned me about the Carter place. Written by Fair Husseini. Working the night shift at the gas station at the edge of town was supposed to be an easy job. Stock shelves, ring up the occasional customer, and mostly just kill time until sunrise. It paid enough to cover my rent and then some, so I couldn't complain. That was until he showed up. This old guy, driving a pickup truck that looked like it barely survived the last decade, let alone the century. He came in around midnight, just as the boredom was starting to set in. Said he was just passing through and needed to fill up. Sure, nothing unusual about that. But then he started talking about the Carter place down the road. According to him, it was some old family estate that had been abandoned for years, and he warned me to stay away from it. Said it was bad news, that strange things happened out there. People went in, but didn't always come out the same. I laughed it off. It sounded like he was trying to spook me, a local legend or something. But he didn't laugh, just paid for his stuff, told me to be careful, and left. The power cut not long after he left. 1 minute, I'm sitting there, reading a magazine under the fluorescent lights, and the next, I'm plunged into darkness. The backup generator should have kicked in, but it didn't. I was fumbling for my phone to use it as a flashlight when I saw it, a figure standing outside, just beyond the glass door. It tapped on the window, a slow, deliberate rhythm that made my skin crawl. I thought about what the old man said about the Carter place, wondering if this was some kind of prank. But who would go to such lengths? I approached the door, heart racing, half expecting the figure to vanish. But it didn't. It stayed there, tapping, until I was close enough to see that there was nobody there, just the reflection of the darkness and me. I couldn't shake the feeling of being watched after that. The power eventually came back, but the night felt different, heavier. I decided to look up the Carter place online, curiosity getting the better of me. The stories I found were more disturbing than I anticipated. Disappearances, unexplained phenomena, and tales of a family curse. It was all there, documented in police reports, old newspaper articles, and forum posts from people claiming to have experienced the weirdness firsthand. That should have been enough to deter me, but it wasn't. The next day, I found myself driving down the road to the Carter estate. It was a compulsion, I guess, a need to see it for myself. The place was exactly as described, overgrown, decrepit, and utterly foreboding. I didn't go in. The sense of dread was too strong, the warnings of the old man echoing in my mind. I turned around and left, but the feeling that something was amiss lingered. The figure returned the next night, more defined this time, its form clear through the station's windows. It was as if the darkness outside had condensed into the shape of a person. This time, it spoke. Or, at least, I heard words in my head, a voice that wasn't my own, telling me to leave, to never come back. I quit the next morning, unable to shake the terror of that encounter. I've tried to forget about it, to move on with my life, but it's hard. Sometimes I drive past the gas station, now demolished, to make way for a new convenience store. And every time, I can't help but glance towards the road leading to the Carter place, half expecting to see something, or someone, watching me from the shadows. The whole experience feels like a bad dream now, one I can't fully wake up from. I know I should be grateful I got out when I did, that I listened to the warning and didn't explore further. But part of me wonders what's really out there in the darkness of the Carter estate. I guess some mysteries are better left unsolved. At least, that's what I tell myself. Anyway, I thought I'd share this here. Not sure what to make of it all, but it feels good to get it off my chest. Just be careful if you ever find yourself on the outskirts of town near the old Carter place. Some legends are rooted in truth, and some truths are better left undiscovered.